Okay, here's a question where they ask you to complete the square in order to finish the question. So this is the question, and then you take the negative 4, divide it by 2 and square it, you get 4. So you add 4 to this side of the equal sign and add 4 to that side. Perfect. This part here should just be a minus between those two. Okay, just like it is up there. Okay, and then you factor this. So factor it into 2 brackets, and 32 plus 4, I think, is 36. In the question, I think in my labs, what they want you to do first off is to pick this. There's a group of 4 that you can select. Pick the one that looks like this, where you can plug in your plus 4 there and plus 4 on the other side. Okay, now to factor that one. So let me undo that right there. Okay, so to factor this, I need to put an x here. So 2 numbers that multiply to a positive 4, and the 2 numbers also have to add to a negative 4. So 2 times 2 is 4, but when you add them, you get a positive 4. What if you want minus 2 times minus 2? That'll give you a positive 4. And if you add them, it gives you a negative 4. So those are my numbers. So put a minus 2 there, minus 2 there. Okay, so to finish it off, these are identical, so I can rewrite it as x minus 2 squared equals 36. Then I can use the square root principle to get rid of that square on the left side. So that cancels that, so I just now have x minus 2 equals, oh, and I forgot to put a plus or minus there. X minus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 36 is just 6. If that doesn't come out even, then you would just write root 30, whatever the number was. Okay, now I can separate that into 2 questions. One being x minus 2 equals a positive 6, or the other one, x minus 2 equals a negative 6. And now I'll solve each of those equations separately. So for this first one, I'll add, because it's minus 2, I'll add 2 to both sides. So that cancels, leaving me with x equals 6 plus 2 is 8. And on the other one, x minus 2 equals negative 6, I'll add 2 to this side, add 2 to that side. So I get x equals negative 6 plus 2, I think, is negative 4. So those would be my 2 answers to the question. So I think that initially you plug in that and that for the first question, and then when they ask you for the solutions, you would just type in 8, 4. Now I always like to check these to make sure I'm doing it right. So I can check these in decimals. If I can get decimals to run. Here we go. Okay, I'm wanting 8 and 4 out of the deal. Okay, so x squared minus 4x equals 32. And there's my graph. And if I tap on that point, I get a negative 4. Tap on the other point, I get a positive 8. And those are the 2 numbers that I got. Okay, hopefully that helps you with that one.